Is it possible to buy peace at the cost of sovereignty? This question has once again divided global politics. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy made a sharp and pointed statement which served as a direct response to former President Donald Trump's recent initiative calling for a rapid end to the conflict. The president of Ukraine not only rejected the idea of peace in exchange for territory, but directly accused the Republican leader of harboring a dangerous illusion. What exactly is the position voiced by Kyiv? Why does Zelenskyy call concessions to the Kremlin a trap for the entire world? And where exactly are the lines that Ukraine will absolutely never cross? Right now, we will analyze the exclusive material from the editor-in-chief that will determine the fate of negotiations in 2026. Watch until the end. This is a battle for the future of international law. Let's begin. Well, you'll actually find more detailed information in our report. You're watching the Glavred channel, and I'm your host, Evgeny Serov. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. According to Glavred, Zelenskyy emphasized that any plans involving the abandonment of Ukrainian territories are unviable. The president reproached Trump, noting that politicians who propose such scenarios do not understand the nature of Russian aggression. Peace at the cost of territories is not peace. It is merely a pause before a new, even more terrible war. This is Kyiv's main message. Zelenskyy made it clear, if the aggressor is rewarded with seized lands, it will send a signal to every dictator in the world that international borders no longer mean anything. Ukraine's position remains unchanged. Justice cannot be bargained for, and security cannot be built on capitulation. The editor-in-chief's article clearly outlines the points that Zelenskyy called fundamental. Ukraine is not simply demanding the return of its territories, it is demanding the dismantling of the very possibility of aggression. Sovereignty over all of Ukraine. Any freezing of the front line is perceived as legitimizing the occupation. Security guarantees. Zelenskyy emphasizes, without joining NATO or receiving similarly ironclad guarantees, any deal is just a piece of paper. Accountability for the aggressor. Peace without a tribunal and reparations is an encouragement of crimes. The president reminded Trump, as well as other Western skeptics, that Ukraine is currently paying the highest possible price in order not to become part of a new sphere of influence for Moscow. This is, truly, a high-stakes and consequential game. On one hand, there is the risk of worsening relations with the actual president of the United States. On the other, the need to protect national interests from a scenario of deals made behind their backs. Zelenskyy made it clear, Ukraine is not an object to be bargained over in phone conversations between Washington and Moscow. Zelenskyy's response to Trump is a manifesto from a country that refused to die according to someone else's script. It is a reminder to the world that without justice, it is nothing but an illusion. Difficult diplomatic battles lie ahead, but Ukraine's position has been stated loudly and clearly. Territories are not for sale. What is your honest opinion on this? Do you truly believe our president will be able to convince Donald Trump to change his current approach? Or are we instead facing a serious diplomatic confrontation with our main global partners? Are we willing to accept a territorial compromise for the sake of a ceasefire as early as this year? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below.